Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 30th of January 2023, and we have a number of very interesting news. The first one is from Glenfarclas, and their chairman John Grant, and I think they also own the company, is having his 50th birthday, and he is releasing a 50-year-old Glenfarclas with 50% ABV, and there are only 836 bottles available, so they are really in big demand probably. Then next up we have the first whiskey from the Lochlea Distillery, and first peated whiskey from the Lochlea Distillery, that way. It's the Lochlea Ploughing Edition. We already had the first crop, the seasonal released first crop, now it's Ploughing Edition, so crop harvested, next time the first thing you do is ploughing with farming, and this bottling that represents the ploughing was maturing in ex-Islay casks and peated quad casks from an unnamed Islay distillery. Maybe you can know what kind of Islay distillery has a lot of quad casks. Then we have 46% ABV in that bottling, and it's limited to 11,000 bottles, which is quite a lot. I didn't think that they would start that big. Then we have a new core range bottle at Glen Scotia. It's between the 18 and the 25, and it's the Glen Scotia 21 years old. They are estimating around 2,500 bottles every year that will come to the market with 46% ABV. And what they have inside this bottle is a combination of refill bourbon barrels and refill American oak hogsheads that have been finished for 6 months in first fill Oloroso sherry cask. Yeah, so that is quite a good combination. So it's going to be, Glen Scotia wants to get a really premium, so they are really working hard on getting good bottlings. Then we have a few news from Gordon and MacPhail, and from independent bottlers. The first one is Gordon MacPhail. They're bringing out three new bottlings. The first one is Glenallachie in their distillery labels, and then we have the Connoisseur's Choice with Cask and Tormore. All without coloring and all without chill filtration, as they always are. Then we have Murray McDavid, the other independent bottler. He is actually bringing out a rebranding. We had a lot of rebrandings in the last year, and I think that trend will also follow until everybody is through. They're actually getting also, like most of the others, into sustainability. So what they do is they had a look at their packaging, these tin tubes. They put a lot of energy in there, so they actually replaced them with recycling cardboard, and also they changed the bottle shape, and also they changed the design of the label. Glenallachie is bringing out a new Cuvée wine cask finish. It's from 2012, and it's a 10-year-old single malt ex-bourbon cask, and then it was finished for 20 months, which is quite long for finish, nearly another maturation, in 4 different types of European premium red wine. So 4 different kinds, so that's where the Cuvée comes from. 48% ABV. That's it with the Scotch news, and let's continue in the United States. We have another celebrity bottling out there, Heaven's Door Bootleg Vol IV, and it's a bourbon in Islay casks. So Bob Dylan was the one who brought out that brand, and it's an 11-year-old bourbon which has been finished in Islay whiskey cask. So it has been in fresh virgin oak cask, as bourbon should be, or has to be, and it's 55 then finished in Islay casks. It's 55.5% ABV. It's very rare and very expensive, with $500 US per bottle. So it's more of a artsy collector's bottle than a bottle that to be opened and enjoyed. Then we have a news from Traverse City. That is a city in Michigan. I think it's a rather small city. And they are having Traverse City whiskey. They already do have brands, but now they are actually getting their own distillery, so they already have their license, and I think they just put the spade in the ground, and they are building I think the biggest distillery in Michigan. It's not that not that they have to do that a lot, because they don't have that many distilleries, and they have a lot of acres, and they are building a really big distillery, so they don't have to buy any stuff anymore, and a lot of their land will also be used to growing their cereals for making whiskey. So that sounds really, really good, because why not make a whiskey in Michigan? That sounds good. Then we have news from the international side. This time it goes to Japan. We are at the very, very south of the main island, and it's the Kanosuke, hopefully I pronounced that right, Kanosuke single malt. The Kanosuke distillery is southwest, at the very bottom of the big island, and their first bottling is with 59% cask strength, not colored, not chill filtered, and actually finished in sherry cask. Sounds quite good. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the distillery. I didn't get that far south on my tour, and probably the distillery opened after I visited Japan. Just another reason for me to go to Japan. Yeah, so that was it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.